Hi, my name is Patrick.
Hi, my name is Sarah Jade Woodhouse.
My name is Fernanda.
My name is Judy.
And my name is Scott Ballman.
Hi, my name is Peter.
My name is Tommy Hamby.
I'm Maggie.
I'm Mandy Chang.
Hi, my name is Gail McCulloch.
My name is Susie.
My name is Beth Elder.
My family was LDS. I was baptized in the Mormon church. And obviously they're not crazy about gays or supporting or accepting gay people.
But I knew that I was different from almost anyone else that I knew.
I was afraid, of course, once I did come out as a transsexual woman.
I received bullying at school. I actually received an email of a death threat, as well as times in the school, as well as going home. I was spit upon by people. I was called the devil a couple of times.
I got picked on a lot and bullied, and I remember I'd ride the bus and people would just throw things at me or spit on me even.
Plenty of people bullied me, picked on me for being gay, for being a total nerd.
I was no older than 10, although I'm not certain how old I was, but I wasn't older than 10, and I told my parents that I was supposed to be a boy, and I remember how terrifying it was to tell them that.
Growing up was hard because I lived in a very Mormon, white, kind of sterile environment. There weren't a whole lot of kids like me, or who looked like me, or had any similar background to me.
I'm from Brazil. My family and I moved here when I was 10 years old. And the only words in English I knew how to say were yellow, car, and hello.
I'm not gay, but when I was a teenager, I was teased and tormented for being really tall and awkward.
It made me angry when I was young because my brother used to parrot my parents' disdain of people just to gain their approval.
In 1999, the Gay Straight Alliance at a local high school wanted to have their club recognized by the high school so they could have their meetings in the high school and be an official club. During that time when they submitted their information to the school, they were told that they were exclusive.
Because of bullying, I guess I didn't come to a peace within myself until years and years and years later, until I had the courage myself to just kind of be who I am.
It just took me, some time to actually say I'm gay, which was so difficult.
The only thing that I knew about gay people was that they were diseased and promiscuous and had a one-way ticket to hell. So I did a lot of self-bullying, which I think can be just as destructive.
In my particular family, in my particular community, some things just didn't get talked about. And being gay was one of those.
I stopped eating, and I was like, well, maybe that'll make my body get back to normal, but it didn't. My body never sorted out.
And as a parent of one of the students who was a straight student in the Gay Straight Alliance, we were asked if we would take the school board and the Salt Lake City school system to court. And I agreed to do that with my daughter Maggie.
But I never had a perspective of what it meant to be gay, so I never really thought of myself as gay.
The idea that a gay teen would feel so much despair that they'd take their own life is one of the most heartbreaking things I can imagine.
I felt something inside of me. Everything hurt. Everything hurt. And I thought there was something growing inside of me that was just going to burst out one day and kill me. And my other thought was that I would have to, the only way that I could get that thing out is if I would die.
I got to that point where I had the knife on my wrist, and then I thought, this is something that you can't take back. And why don't you try loving yourself and being honest with everyone?
Maggie, actually, we won the lawsuit. And the East High School now has a Gay Straight Alliance. They continue to have it to this day.
I had a really supportive family, a really loving family.
My fears were largely unfounded. My family rallied around me and loved me. They still have their questions, I'm sure. They still don't understand it all, but I did not get disowned. I was not thrown out of the family.
One of my first victories as real person, you know, was to learn English, and now I take it for granted.
But the most important person that was listening was myself. So rather than seeing this thing inside of me, I realized that the thing that was hiding was actually myself.
I've never believed that for me to be better than somebody else, they had to be worse or wrong.
Thank God they didn't let the bullies win, because now they're some of the most brilliant, funny, successful, and kind people I know.
The bullying has gone away, and now there's friendship, there's fun.
She was asked by the San Diego Gay Straight the Pride Festival to be
a Grand Marshal of the parade
with
Margaret Cho. I actually got to meet Margaret Cho.
People don't necessarily get better. You get better because you notice the good things. You notice the really beautiful things.
And I lost some friends, but none that mattered. I made awesome new friends. And I've never been back to that dark place because it gets better.
It gets better.
It gets better.
It gets better.
And it gets better.
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 And so
it gets better.
And I'm transgender, and I'm happy with that, and I'm happy because I know that it gets better. It really does get better.